Dave from DNA Reptilia. Today is the first day we're heading out to our photography field trips. We're going to be traveling all around Wisconsin to other breeders. So today we're taking all this gear out to Lights Out Ball Pythons, and I'm taking you with. Let's go.
Right, because you have somebody come over and say, hey, I want to look at your snakes. What do you want to picture? And you take out the ones that you like.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be what the photographer wants to photograph, but then he gets into it and just goes
This
and goes
is your
and goes.
collection, you know the collection, and we just go from there. What do you...
And it all depends on...
It's like, yeah, I want to photograph that. But then that snake doesn't cooperate. Worth a damn. And then you get one that's like, oh, let's try this one. Bam, money shot.
That's right. But also now I want to take pictures of my breeders, or our breeders, sorry. And they're pairing it, or they're ovulating, or they're ready to... And I can't take pictures of that, so we have to have you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm too close to say no.
And quite honestly, yes. We won't say how far we are apart from each other.
We're in Wisconsin.
Nowhere near Wausau.
No.
I thought that would be good.
Yeah.
You might as well just say down the road.
We're at Lights Out Ball Pythons. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is Bill. That's Aaron. This is probably the only time you're ever going to probably end up seeing them on video because, yeah, they don't do YouTube very much or any types of video work. So, get to know these two faces because when you go to a local expo in central Wisconsin area, look for these guys and look and see what they have to offer. We're going to go do some photographs. We'll be right back. You'll see them. This is just the audio that's just going to be overlaid over some of the shit.
It was pretty cool to have you over and do that. That was pretty neat.
Well, I try to, to offer some services, and it's like it's something for me to do besides sit on the computer all the time. So it's like
I figured it helps with the portfolio to show and showcase.
You said that right.
I did. It helps to showcase other items that aren't in your collection.
Right.
And show your artistic ability.
That's why I like doing some of Abby's stuff too, because she doesn't have just snakes. Leopard geckos, crested geckos, barking geckos, Ackie monitor. Oh my gosh, she has too much shit in her room.
You gotta work on getting them rats to stay still. Take some pictures of rats.
Those are...
I've seen people set them up on like little teacups.
So teacups.
So they have to think about how to get down.
Yeah.
And then capture the picture.
Yeah, that's when you gotta put the camera on the tripod and have a remote in the other hand. I don't have a remote for that camera yet. But I will.
It's pretty cool.
Not expensive.
I know it probably...
Yeah,
I'll be looking at them going, ooh, I want that one. Ooh, I want that one. Ooh,
I will be sending you a link, actually, to my website that you'll probably have to sign in. But the whole portfolio that are in focus will be up there. There'll probably be the unedited versions. And you guys will be able to highlight your favorites. And then I can edit those.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one with...
Because obviously you only want your best performance out there.
Well, you guys also want... Yeah, well, the in-focus ones are ideal. But, what I like and what you guys like are two totally different things. Or at least they can be.
I wasn't a real big fan of doing the mirror thing. But looking at it off the computer changes my mind on that.
There's different ways of doing that. There is. You can do it to have more of a black background, on the bottom, or you can do it just to get straight mirror, almost looking right across the whole body. Certain snakes do look better with the reflection. That freaked me out. They do better with reflections than others do. The brighter snakes, obviously, they stand out a lot more. You guys pulled out a couple of them that were stunning, with the lighting and everything. So it's like, you guys have snakes that I don't have, and I got snakes you guys don't have. That's why I'm also going around. It's like, yeah, I can only photograph so many snakes so many times in a row. That's why I asked if you guys were okay if I swung over, just
Well, the selection got better from the last time you offered, and then plans changed and you couldn't do it. So I'm sort of glad that we were able to reschedule for now,
yeah.
because we had a lot different things.
Hatch.
Things hatch.
Things hatching is always a good thing. Oh,
I can't wait to see how you're going to do the big snakes.
on Wednesday?
On Wednesday, where are you going?
Garrick DeMeyer.
So you're gonna do big and
He's bringing the ones that he doesn't show on YouTube from
So
his
he's bringing
second
it-
location.
It never put all your chickens in one basket.
That's why he has a second location.
All you need is Mother Nature to come through and rip down one of those buildings,
well,
and that kills your livelihood.
I know last time we were talking to him, and his wife was there. His wife was going to start getting more into helping him out with the computer wise and the videos, and the day to day taking
Routines.
pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right. She does do the photographs for the website.
Then I started talking genetics with the banana gene,
And she just
and nope. But I'm sure she'll pick up on it.
She
The more
went a
she's
little
down
bit.
there, she'll pick up on it, just
Right.
like we did.
Yeah, it was overwhelming at first when I first started. When talking with Shasta and stuff like that for 6 months, I was probably an annoying little child, that all new breeders become when they get that high energy level, like oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But the thing is, it tones down because you became more educated, which is nice. Because then you can have, you're not always talking about it. It's like, oh, I can make this, I can make this, I can make this. That's the excitement. Now it's like, well, I could do this or this or this. You don't talk about it as much anymore because you want to try to surprise people. But
But you had a mentor you could talk to.
I could bounce and everything.
bounce ideas off of, and we just bounce off each other. We didn't really have a mentor to start. We just sort of saw some cool stuff.
Well, you guys
and
actually did kind of use Garrick a little bit as mentorship. He was helping you guys out and being.
we asked him, we have this male. What would this be a good female? He goes, for a first time, that would make some pretty cool animals. And that snake that we bought in to make pretty cool animals turned out to be the start of everything, because it technically became a dual sire clutch, to where we got things in our collection that we were thinking 2 or 3 years down the road to buying. Calico, banana, yellow belly, and it all came in 2 snakes.
Is that where? Did you bring out?
Banana Boy.
No, did you bring out Lights Out?
No.
No, he's in a shed.
Oh, that sucks.
Of course. He knew it was going to be a photo shoot, so he went into
Oh,
The one we
I
wanted-
just thought about that now. I was like, wait a minute. Was Lights Out there?
Lights Out didn't get into the photographs because he's in a shed. He looks like shit. Yes, you're coming back to take pictures of him. because
No, please not.
when we want to do a banner, he is going to be the main snake on the banner.
Yeah, because he's the creator of the name.
He is the first one out of the egg, popping out in a power outage, running on a generator.
Hence the name
So
Lights
he's
Out.
never going nowhere. He's
locked
is he
into
a
play.
dad yet?
What's that?
He's not a dad yet, is he?
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't even paired him yet.
We did pair him this year.
Yes, and then he went off food, so we stopped pairing him. So, no, he is still pairing Pastel Enchi.
I was gonna say, how many times do you pair after they go off food? Like 2, maybe 3 more times. That's about it.
If they're not losing weight, I'll keep on going.
Okay.
I'll give it, and like a couple of them I've now have been like, it's been a month and a half. So that's
Stretching.
6 feedings, or 3
Full.
feedings if you go every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feed the males. I try to feed them every week in breeding cycle. If they don't eat, they don't eat. If they eat every other week, that's fine. But now it's been a month and a half that the one that I'm thinking about pulling out hasn't eaten. So if he's losing weight and looking like shit, or if I just feel that I don't feel comfortable, then I pull him out. I don't have a set time, but I have nope, not no more time, to where I just think in my head that no, it's not worth it. I'll put him in the rack and I'll try feeding him every week. If he starts feeding and she's still receptive to a female, then I'll put him back in.
Okay.
But if he doesn't eat, he doesn't go back until probably after the summer, because he'll start eating during the summer.
You'll start eating during the summer.
You know, we had like Lights Out. We were talking about Lights Out. Lights Out went off food November of 2021. November 2021.
Yeah, we're in 22 now.
No, November 20, he went off food.
Wow, in his first year.
In his first year, he got up to about 1,100 grams. He went off food. He did not eat till 4 days shy of a year.
Oh, shit.
So his first meal was in November, after a year of November 2021. Now he's been eating once, twice a month. He'll eat 3 times in a row, and then he'll go off food for 2-3 weeks, and then he'll eat again. And I just chalk that up to, I don't want to eat.
I'm
then I
full,
want
I'm
to eat.
satisfied. Yeah.
And it's just like we got one, a leopard. The leopard, he'll eat once a month. No matter how many times I want to feed him, he'll eat once a month. Period. It's just.
And he's not losing weight. He's
not losing weight.
Is he gaining or maintaining?
The leopard is gaining weight. Lights Out in that year lost a total of 120 some odd grams in a year.
Maybe 150 at the most.
Maybe 150 at the most, because I did weigh him quite often.
Yeah, because you're worried. Yeah.
But in that year, he lost only 150 grams.
That's 10 grams a month.
Yeah.
Still
Ish.
shedding, still drinking,
And he's still
peeing.
shedding every month and a half, still doing everything he needed to do, but he just didn't want to eat. It's the funny thing about ball pythons. You think snakes eat. Well, guess what? They don't.
They're opportunistic eaters.
Yeah.
Even if the food is there, doesn't mean that they have to eat it.
Or no, you look at some of the finicky eaters. You know, some of the finicky eaters. Everybody's heard about pieds being finicky eaters.
I didn't until now. Honestly.
I have female pieds downstairs that are going on 2 years old that are 700, 800 grams that only eat when they want to. Period. I have a female pied breeder that'll eat once or twice a month, and it has to be an ASF or she won't eat anything.
Mm.
And she needs her stick in her tub.
And she needs a stick.
God.
Right. That's
Her comfort
exactly
stick.
Her comfort stick.
But for breeding, I take the stick out and she locks up with the male. When they're done breeding, I put the stick back in and I try feeding her. Usually after breeding, she'll eat. And then she'll go off food until she breeds again or locks up again, and then she'll eat again.
So you breed her every weekend? No, just kidding.
No. But, you know, kind of like a new bamboo we got in.
Yeah.
Finicky eater. Doesn't want to eat, doesn't want to eat, doesn't want to eat, didn't want to eat. Guy before us. Couldn't get the damn thing to eat, period. It got here, it was 1,200 grams, 1,150 grams. I put a male in.
Just for the scent.
Just, you know, let them get close together, run around. As soon as I thought they were getting close, I pulled him out, fed her the next day. She ate 3 days in a row.
Nice.
3 times in a row.
Wait, yeah, that didn't make sense. I was like, holy force feeding, but not really.
Well, 3 times in a row. Well,
Yeah, 3 times.
She ate 2 smalls the one day and a small 2 days later.
She needed a reason to be
eat.
feeding.
So now she didn't breed. So now it's like, no, she.
You know what? I did that with my Mojave GHI because she was intermittent eater after she laid eggs last year. I mean, like once a month she would eat an ASF. She's our only thing that eats ASF only. But then I put a male in there just because she took 2 in a row. I'm like, hot damn, she took 2 in a row. So I just put a male in there just to give her a reason. Yeah, she's been eating every week now.
Yeah, because we tried a shed from a breeder male. That didn't entice her.
Yeah.
So it was to get that reason that, oh, there is males about. I do need to eat. She packed on the weight, and now she's
breeding.
Now she's breeding.
And then after every lock, now lately the last 2, she'll eat a small rat after every one.
Yeah.
After every 2.
And you gotta think too, when you get like 4 or 5 ball pythons, females, you get your females to get them up to size, you're not guaranteed all of them are gonna pair up anyways.
No.
or if you have a specific male for a specific female,
Because
you're kind of
sometimes they
screwing
just
yourself
don't like each
because
other.
yeah, they won't. Yeah,
This-
they won't like each other. Then you put in your. Oh, that was gonna be a question I was gonna ask you. Do you guys have a breeding plan and for a male that you want to go with it, and do you have a backup male planned just in case the first one doesn't go
For most
because they don't
animals-
like?
For most animals, yes, we have a backup plan. Some, it's if it doesn't happen and they don't, like the pied, we had a mahogany het pied and a pied. And every time we put them in, they were separate. Oh, Dave's here. They were separate.
Yeah.
So the backup plan was not thought of, but the backup plan was to put our super Mojave possible banana in with him,
Okay.
or in with her, and they locked. And now we have an ovulation with him as the parent that hopefully the mahogany got stuck one in there
Because you
that
never
we
know.
didn't see.
Yeah.
Like our Ultramel project with our Ultramel G-Stripe project, we have a OD G-Stripe that we put in there a couple times. They didn't lock. So the backup plan was a pure Ultramel. Put them in, they locked once, put the OD G-Stripe back in, they started locking and they locked ever since.
Nice.
So
So
it
you're
might
hoping
need-
that the latest locks is the one that takes the
Or
clutches.
a dual star clutch is
Wouldn't
not
be
is not a loss.
No.
And that's how the backup was planned, to know the difference between which father
Right.
fathered it.
That was gonna be my other question. Is your backups always completely different, or if there's a recessive involved, do they have the same recessive gene, just in case you get one a normal? Okay, what recessive is this? Is it either genetic stripe, or is it?
It's total different and usually not the same recessive or a recessive at all.
Well, we did do the Ultramel.
I told them that.
That's the one he was just
Okay.
talking about.
Yep, we did that one. We specifically planned that we will know who the father is. The only wrench that would get thrown into it would be if she retained.
And then there would be leopards and normals.
But it's something completely different. You'd be able to tell. Awesome.
Right.
Awesome. I think we're gonna wrap this up
Yay.
because A, it's getting cold out here. B, it's getting dark because we're outside
And
recording
see,
the
I'm
audio.
trying to figure out how all this is going to voice over all of that anyway.
I gotta pee.
I gotta pee.
And with that, we will say no.